Hi, and welcome to part 2 of my series on the history of World War I. If you didn't watch part 1, I suggest that you do so before watching this, just so that you're up to speed, and also because it's cool. For those of you who are just tuning back in, we left off where the Austrian Archduke was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist. The great power alliances at the time, the Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance, they created a domino effect that drew Europe into a war that nobody really wanted. So first Russia steps in and is like, yo, don't mess with Serbia. And then France jumps in like, hey Russia, we got your back. So now suddenly Germany finds itself trapped between two enemies. So they're gonna have to fight a war on two fronts, the Eastern Front and the Western Front. Sound familiar? In their humble assessment, France they figured would be an easy win. And then they also figured that Russia, they would take a few weeks to get their shit together. Their strategy was to concentrate most of their troops on the Western Front, finish off France in a few weeks, and then shift their resources to the Eastern Front. This was known as the Schlieffen Plan. Now you can go and impress all of your friends when you use the word Schlieffen Plan in your casual conversations on World War I. Now, there was just one small problem with this plan. It required invading Belgium, a neutral country, to get to France. In retrospect, it was probably not the best idea because now Britain, who is bound by treaty to defend Belgium's neutrality, has to join the party. They declare war on Germany. So it turns out that the Schlieffen Plan was a pretty bad one because it was entirely based on speculation with no backup plan if things went wrong. And pretty much everything did. Russia got their shit together in 10 days, not 6 weeks like the Germans had planned for, which was, pretty inconvenient. And over on the Western Front, the French and now the English armies turned out to be a lot tougher than the Germans expected. So instead of a swift defeat, the Western Front became the main theater of World War I, a hell-like battleground where soldiers on both sides lived in unimaginable conditions of trench warfare. What is trench warfare, you ask? Well, that's up next. Teaser, shit's getting ugly.